have my sword. And you have my bow.
Hello, Aricia. First of all, thank you for the sub. Second of all, I thought I'd switch my mic on, so I've been sat here chatting to you for the last few minutes. Okay, let's start that again. Thank you for letting me know. Good evening, everybody. It's lovely to see you, Aricia. It's been a little while. How are you? Hello, Kingdom Link. Thank you for joining me. Right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hello, everybody. It's been a bit of a day. How are you all? Because, oh my gosh. I'm really sorry that I'm a bit all over the place. I've got my dinner here. because baby Fran didn't settle. Daddy's with her right now, but she's just a bit clingy to mummy at the moment. So I've been sat with her for the last couple of hours, and she just will not go to sleep. Even though I'm like, listen, we're up at 6:30 in the morning, okay? And the thing is, right, she's like anybody, right? She doesn't go to sleep till now. When I try to wake her up at 6:30, she's going to be like, oh no, I don't want to get up. And I'm like, I don't want to get up either, but guess what? We have to. And you should have gone to sleep when I told you to last night, shouldn't you? But there we go. Can't logic with a 2-year-old. So, hello, everybody. If anybody's had a stressful day, I feel you. It's been a day. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you're okay. I know we've had some people who are poorly. I think that Poison has had another operation today, so I hope you're okay, Poison. I think that Sonic's ghost. Somebody had some therapy today, so I hope that went well. I think Shadow has had dialysis today, so I hope that went well. And I hope everybody who's got anything going on is okay. And I'm sending you some positive vibes. And sometimes it's just nice to know you're not on your own with all the tough stuff, because sometimes being on your own with it is harder. But to know that, other people are out there, they've got stuff going on, you're not on your own, okay? And I watched a really interesting car balked again. Oh mate, me as well, Darkness. Hello Darkness, by the way. And hello Gameplay Boy 2222 and Selkie. Hello everybody. Good evening. My car just cost me 500 quid today to have for a new clutch. So I feel you. A gearbox for you, oh mate. So just know that when you sub and when you listen to me at the moment, you are not paying for me to have a mansion and a Bugatti and a £5 million wedding in Venice. You are literally paying for me to be able to feed my family and my children, the cats count as children, for the rest of the month. So, it's basically, please know that you're being here is very much appreciated, because it's literally going to put milk in the fridge and bread in the cupboard. Alright, so don't feel like it's a waste of time, because I really appreciate it. Even if you just hang here with me and have me in the background, it really helps. At the moment it desperately helps. It's about the 400th of January, isn't it? Oh Darkness, I'm really sorry to hear your gearbox is gone. How much is that? It's not an easy job, is it? I like to have my gearbox seals done as well. How much is that gonna set you back? I'm just wincing. Cars, if it's got wheels, it gives you trouble. That's what I say. Alicia, no car trouble for you. Thank God for that. Any other troubles you want to share? 650 quid. Oh, it's not what you need on the 400th of January, is it? Not at all. Not having a car helps. That is true. Yes, it's true. But then you do have to pay for buses and taxis. So, this morning, I went to drop my car off, and I looked at getting an Uber back from the garage. Shout out to the garage, you did a fantastic job, by the way. So I looked at getting an Uber back from the garage to my house, right? It was 8:30 in the morning. Uber would have cost me 40 quid. 40 quid. So fortunately my mechanic was like, you're only 10 minutes down the road, let me drop you back. Bless his heart. He dropped me back, and then I looked at Uber this afternoon at about 2:30ish, when obviously no one's using Uber. £5. I'm not being funny, but isn't that a disgrace? Like, I understand it gets busy, but the cost of a £5 shouldn't go up to 40 quid just because it's busy. Oh, I was well miffed. So anyone that's using Uber, don't do it during busy times. And I couldn't get the bus because there was a 40-minute walk to the bus stop, and it would have taken me too long, and I couldn't get back to work, and yada yada. Anyway, so I'm not being awkward, but when you're just like, my garage is also out in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, can I just give a little shout out to the guys at the tyre shed, Jack and Chris, who have been really looking after me, and they are just such great guys, such good mechanics. And if you are looking for a mechanic that you can trust to not rip you off, I highly recommend the tyre shed in Libsing in Gillingham. That's my little shout out to them, because they look after me so well. Not for free. I'm not an influencer or anything ridiculous like that, but if you just want someone you can trust, they are great guys. Oh. Cheers. Oh my god. I've got a cookies and cream flavoured coffee tonight. No savings, you're having to go to the food bank for the next few weeks. Oh darkness, I'm so sorry. I know exactly how you feel. Fortunately, I'm the kind of person that always puts like extra tins in the cupboard and extra pasta and rice and stuff, so that's, I was joking with Mr. Fran, I was like, we're going to be living on beans and toast. I'm just saying, beans and toast this week for the next 10 days. So look out as well for some of the churches and stuff do like meals, and some of the temples and stuff like that, darkness, so please don't struggle. And Olio, oh, if anyone doesn't know about this app, it's amazing. So darkness, download this app, it's called Olio. Okay, and what happens is at the end of the night, supermarkets give their food to volunteers. You can even volunteer, and they will then put the food on for free. You have to go and pick it up, and it will usually be stuff like vegetables, bread, pastries. Very occasionally you get some meat, lots of salady stuff. So if anyone is really struggling at the moment, because I know it is the 400th of January and it's a really tight time of year, please try the Olio app, or check your local food banks, absolutely check your local churches and temples and that kind of thing. But yeah, the Olio app, literally it got us through my maternity leave, it's got us through some tough times. And even if you are living on sandwiches and stuff like that, at least you've got some food in the house. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness, guys. Right, Kingdom Link, are you alright? Anything going on in your world that we need to know about? Selkie, hello, how are you? Is everything okay with you? Oh my life, there's a Biff. Yo dude, how you doing? Is everything okay with you? So we're just saying everything's a bit tough at the moment. Are you okay? It's lovely to have you along. Is on the good side, the little one is getting better after having a wad of fireproof cotton taken out. Caused her to have a nasty smear from her ear. That sounds disgusting, but I am so glad she's doing better. Oh my gosh. You're okay, your life is Final Fantasy right now. Nice. I did hear about your 12-hour raids. Oh my gosh. Biff, how's life? So lovely to have you along. Thanks for joining me. Right, I'm just going to have a little mouthful of curry. So I went to this food market just before Christmas, and it was really nice. And there was an African stall, and I know I cheated, but I got this jar of African curry, and I've literally thrown it on some chicken. So let's give it a little while. Excuse me, people. I'm just eating here. Does anyone like African curry? Does anyone give it a whirl? Oh, it's good. Really nice. Not as I was a bit worried it's going to be really spicy, so I didn't put too much sauce on. It's super good. I'll put a picture of the jar up because they're online for you guys. Really nice. Not too hot, just good flavour. Really good flavour. Biff, life is good. You're busy with work and school, but you've had 2 weeks of quiet. Nice. How's school going? Because obviously you've gone back to school. Remind me what you're training to be again. I'm sorry, I know it's something to do with either teaching or healthcare, but my brain can't remember. You're doing testing with your students, and it leaves you free this afternoon, so you can come and hang out. That's awesome. We miss you too, Biff. It's been a bit of a rough time. There's lots of people who've got poorliness and stuff. Teaching. I knew it was either teaching or healthcare, but I couldn't remember which. So yeah, good brain. Good job. Yes, good. I'm glad it's going well. Selkie, you got a break from raiding. You went to the gym and a fruit market. Oh, very healthy. I'm proud of you. Good job. High five. Well done. Right. Okie dokie. So, first of all, let's all just take a breath. Okay. Make us feel a little bit better. Last time on stream, well, it all kicked off. So, if you're not in Endwalker, don't listen. So, we went with one of the Imperials to find their friend Quintus, who was the Legatus of the First. We were thinking he was going to be an okay guy. All right. We were chatting with him, and then he decided that he would basically take us captive. Not a fan of this. And in order to keep me in line as the Warrior of Light, he put basically dog shock collars on the twins. I am not a happy bunny about this. So we're going to have to deal with that situation tonight. That's the plan for tonight. Biff, you finished last semester with a 3.6 GPA. Good job. Round of applause for Biff. Good job. I'm very proud of you. Well done. Has anyone done anything else to make me proud of them today? Let me know what you've been up to. Kingdom Link, you've gone very quiet. Have you done anything to make me proud of you? I'm sure you have. Okie dokes. So, we are going to go back to Quintus. Let me go to gameplay. Let me have a mouthful of curry, which is just going to happen quite a lot throughout the course of this game. Sorry about that. Oh, another exciting cooking news. We got an air fryer. Mr. Fran loves it. He's basically like, it's a game changer. He shoves everything in there. So, while I was trying to sort baby Fran out, he shoved my chicken in the air fryer. It was alright actually. It's quite nice. So, let us go. Let us go to assist Flavius. Off to Ilsbard. Oh, I'm not attuned to that. I couldn't attune to that one, which is super annoying. Off we go to Camp Broken Grass. Okay. Your advisor said you need to maintain a 3.5 in order to get into good masters. You are above the bar. Let's keep it that way. Okay. There's a Pokemon. Go. Air fryers are the best thing ever. Okay. So I'm new to the air fryer world. Give me your best air fryer tips, everybody. I need air fryer tips. I've not really used it before, apart from to do chips. We've started doing basically very simple things. So I need your air fryer recipes. I need your air fryer tips. I need anything to do with air fryers. Okay. Off we go. Treat it as an oven. You're not gonna lie. Okay, fair enough. Right, let's get on my top tip, don't fry your hair. That is a very good tip, Aralicia. I appreciate that. It's basically a small oven, so that anything that can be made in an oven can be made in a air fryer, but quicker, and vice versa. Okay, so can I do stuff like lasagna and cottage pie and kind of those bake things, you know, like hot pots and stuff? Can I do them in an air fryer? Oh, okay, that's cool. I never really thought about doing stuff like that. Isn't it going to be very messy to clean it? Right. Hot wings in the air fryer are the best. No, I know, for my American friends, I'm sorry, but I am not really a massive fan of wings. I'm sorry. Oh, you can use a small tin. Oh, okay. So can you put... Oh, I don't know, but you can put tins in the air fryer. Okay, that's cool. And you can get a silicone matte bowl type thing to go in there and clean. Okay, that's cool. You like to reheat stuff in the air fryer because it goes nice and crispy again. This is true. So I'm thinking, you know when you get like Chinese takeaway, you know how you sometimes want to eat the crispy chicken balls or the your spring rolls, like spring rolls in my case, or that kind of stuff the next day, the wontons and that. So I can put leftover Chinese in the air fryer and it'll be all crispy again. This is genuinely amazing. Hang on, this is a game changer, you're absolutely right. And it's like they're fresh. Okay. And so if I get some of these silicone things to put in the air fryer, then I can do all my other stuff without making a mess. Oh my god, this is amazing. You guys, I never realised how good it was going to be. Oh, so Selkie, you'll like this one. And for all of my cooking people out there. Hello, by the way, to anyone that's watching it in VR or catch up with us on YouTube or anything, thank you for joining us that way as well. It's always lovely to be along. Where is the entrance to this train? Oh, it's not far enough along yet. You lied to her, right? You lied to our child. Outrageous. So sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. What did you like? Oh, hang on, I've lost my gun. Nearly there. Oh god, do I have to get up and along again? I seem to remember. There's a bit of a pain in the butt to get there. So go away. When baby Fran is a bit older, you can put nuggets and tots in together and have perfect servings at the same time. So we don't have really have. Where have I gone? Oh, there. I need to go down here somewhere. How do I get back down? Is that it that way then? But we do have like little potato smiley faces instead of tater tots, which are awesome. Bacon in the air fryer is awesome. Oh my god, I never even thought about doing bacon in the air fryer. That's a great idea. Asparagus wrapped in bacon. Oh my god, that sounds like two of my favourite things. I could put some cheese in there as well. Oh my gosh, you guys are making me so hungry right now. Right, I'm sure this was the way in. No, this was clearly not right. There's the cat. That sounds amazing. So I could do cheese wrapped in bacon or asparagus wrapped in bacon. Pretty much anything wrapped in bacon is just golden, isn't it really? Cool. Bacon makes everything better. A bit like cheese. Cheese makes everything better as well. Can you do, you know, you get like halloumi fries and courgette frites and that kind of thing. Can I do like that kind of thing in the air fryer and get it all crispy? Would that work? Because I love like courgette fries, but I can never really get them. Oh, and you know when you like do the tempura prawns? Oh my god, I've got so many recipes to try. One of your favourite air fryer snacks is cubes of halloumi with a drizzle of honey and some chilli flakes. Oh, yes! Does it go nice and crispy? Because it sounds good. Hang on 1 second, you guys. I have got a knocking on the door. I'll be back from what air fryer talk. No, it was just the cat. I thought Mr. Fran was knocking on the door, but it was just the cat. Right, quick bite of curry, which is quite nice, by the way. What's everyone else had for dinner? Have you cooked something in the air fryer? Hello to my lurkers, thank you for lurking. Cream cheese filled jalapeno wrapped in bacon. Ooh, interesting. Now, I am not a massive jalapeno fan, but that sounds interesting. I wonder if I could do it with something else instead. You made yourself a Roquefort sandwich. Oh, fancy, Alicia. Have you been walking down to your local cheese shop again? Because I'm not jealous at all. I'm so jealous. You got some thin sliced beef. Had that in a soy sauce mirin mixture with carrots, rice and fried egg. Oh, nice. That sounds really good. A bit of a Chinese influence going on there. I love it. Okay. Right. Off we go. I can't even remember who we're going to speak to. Flavis. Where is Flavis? The other way. Yeah, I've gone wrong already. Of course. It's the direction of them. And your old housemate was Chinese. She gave you so many recipes. Nice. I love Chinese food as well. So, okay, I'm still waiting for you to cook for me. Where is this person? Flavius? Where are you? No, she is down here somewhere. So, my, one of Mr. Fran's friends, I married a lady from India, and she's taught me how to make the best butter chicken. And do you know what? My advice to you is never mess with the recipe, okay, from somebody from that country, because she gave me this incredible butter chicken recipe, and I marinated my chicken, and I was like, this can't be enough spice. I'm going to put a little bit more spice in. that was foolish. I nearly blew my head off. So always follow the amount of spice that they tell you to put in, because otherwise you end up blowing your head off. I'm just saying. My mum and I were sat eating it with like tears running down our face, like, we're gonna eat it because it's so good, but my god, it hurts. Tonight you're making chicken thighs with rice and gravy and steamed veg. Nice. I'm really sorry to Darkness. We're talking about food, and Darkness is struggling. Fun. There's a lot of people in food poverty at the moment, and it's really worrying, isn't it? And I just feel like all these bloody people who are sat there hoarding wealth, and there's people who can't afford to eat. It's just not acceptable. It makes me cross. Okay, let's sort Flavius out. Who's there? My eyes can't see all that well. Oh, thank you. The numbness has subsided a little, but I know I won't last much longer. You should look to the others who can still fight. Give them my ration. If me going hungry means someone else lives to see another day, so be it. At least I can still serve in that way. Looks to me like Quintus isn't going hungry now. Okay. So this is the Imperials, who are kind of in hiding, and they're struggling. Their resources are running out. A bit like us. Used to be able to afford one baked potato every 3 days. So it's crazy, isn't it? I used to work with this incredible lady, and she told me this story of how she and her husband, one week, all they had between them was a yoghurt and a bag of sweets. That's all they had. I'm like, it's just unacceptable that people are struggling this hard, when there's wealth in this world. It's just not being proportioned out evenly. So let me just remind people, please approach your local food banks, to talk to your local churches and temples and stuff, because they sometimes do feed days. Oh, Miss Kitty, you're a soggy moggy. It's a bit rainy where we are. Please, talk to your friends and family. I know it feels bad asking for help sometimes, but you know what? I wish people would tell me that when they're struggling, because if I can help them, I damn well will. And when you're having a good month, put some extra tins in the cupboard, buy some cheap crappy pasta and rice and stuff like that, and just make sure you've got some backup food just to tide you over. But during COVID, one of our friends who's self-employed, I didn't realise how badly they were struggling, and it wasn't until afterwards they went, oh yeah, we literally were living on tins of soup, and I was like, why the hell didn't you tell me? Because if you had told me, I would have helped. I would have dropped bags of shopping off round to you. So please talk to your friends and family, even if it's just for a loan. Just go, look, can you just tide me over 20 quid until I get paid, just to help me out? Because you know what, 99% of the time people want to help you, but they can't help you if they don't know you're struggling. So please don't struggle in silence. If you've got somebody that you can reach out to, then do it. Because 99% of the time people are happy to help. And if they can't help you themselves, they might have, some spare stuff in that they can just tide you over with. Please don't struggle, guys. Please don't struggle. Okay. Oh, mate, it's making me feel really worried about you guys. Oof. I wish I had the money to share around to all of us, but I'm afraid I'm in the same boat at the moment, so... Well, if I would, I could, I tell you. Right, Alfie. So those you met fare no better. I was afraid you would say that. I know we were warned against meddling in their affairs, but we can't leave them like this. Perhaps we might gain permission to have the contingent deliver supplies. Quintus may have made his feelings on the matter quite clear, but even he must recognise they are not in a position to refuse help. Maybe Julius could persuade him, though we'd need to persuade Julius first. Right, let's go and talk Julius into letting us help his people. Beans and rice. I've seen you through some of your biggest struggles. Rice is like literally the best thing. I always have spare bag of, it's literally, it's cheap price. It costs 45p in the supermarket. A bag of spaghetti that costs 20p, and literally I'll tell you that's got us through sometimes. And just yeah. Just the other thing to do is look out for freebies. So some of the freebie sites will give away food, and it might just be like a packet of noodles, or you can get a coupon for stuff in a supermarket, but sometimes that will get you through. You know, it all helps. It all helps. White rice and pinto beans seasoned with salt and pepper. It's cheap and it goes a long way. Absolutely. And you know, head to the reduced sections. You know, go shopping last thing and buy those yellow sticker foods, because again our freezer has been full of them, and I'll tell you what, they've got us through some tough times sometimes. At the moment I've got a cauliflower cheese pie in there, which I would never have bought randomly, but it was in the reduced thing. It was 50% off, so it ended up being about like £1.50, and that will do us. Well, not Mr. Fran, he won't eat that, but you know, that will do me and baby Fran, and possibly a couple of other guests if we have guests around. So yeah, please don't be too proud, peeps. Right, let's speak to Julius. He's gonna say no, obviously, because you know, he's like that. Well, seen enough. Julius, the people here barely have enough food and fuel to survive. Have you and the other soldiers been able to procure any more supplies? We've been scavenging provisions from the nearby houses, as most families kept, rather some stored away in the event they were snowed in. Still, going out and getting it is dangerous work, and we've a lot of mouths to feed. Fuel is the great concern though. We had some ceruleum set aside until it was stolen. We haven't identified the culprit. Could have been other refugees or one of the afflicted for all we know. Either way, we're down to the last dregs. Without the heating they need, those in poor health are only going to get worse instead of better. If it's ceruleum you need, our contingent has secured a ready supply. We can have some sent over. You call those woohoo deals? Okay, well go and get your woohoo deals, people. We will not accept your charity. If we can hold on a little longer, the situation is sure to change. Aye, everything will change. How? One of your comrades mentioned something along those lines. Those mysterious countrymen of yours, I assume. Heard something of it, well, have ya? Well, from what I've seen, there's little you could do to interfere, so there's no harm in telling you. No, Miss Killy, you can't have my curry. One of our scouts spotted a hooded man issuing instructions to the afflicted, or in the bastard's words, loyal servants of the Telophary. Then he made his way inside the Imperial Palace, or stands in its place. We identified the seat of the enemy's power, we realised. Lord Quintus sent a message to the 10th Legion saying as much and instructing them to join forces with the provincial legions to prepare for a combined assault on the Telophary. Hang on, quick bite of curry. Once our allies arrive, your contingent will be sent running for the hills, and we shall reclaim the capital by our own hand. And how do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many of your countrymen will perish long before reinforcements reach Garlemald. They need help now. Say the word and we will bring you ceruleum. Bless him. Alfie always wants to help and do the right thing. We're trying to help these people. We came to the capital to provide help and they don't believe us. They think we are going to try and take them over. Which is ironic, considering that's what they do. The other thing that you guys can do, particularly in the States, we don't have it so much over here, is you know that some places do like a pay it forward coffee. We say it called having one in the woods when you have a drink in a bar. So check out your local like cafes and that kind of thing and see if they've got some food up for grabs, because every little helps. Okay. Now I feel bad for eating in front of you now. So, did he agree to it? Of course he didn't. No, don't think he would. No. He will not place Garlemald in the debt of our enemies. I have, however, been ordered to search for ceruleum outside. As you are under my watch, you will come with me. It sounds like a way of getting around it to get some ceruleum. Very well. After all, many hands make light work. You lot are more trouble than you're worth. Says you. Says you. Once we're outside, you will follow my instructions to the letter. We depart shortly. Okay. Judas finds himself in a somewhat bizarre position of leading ambassadors of an enemy contingent on a salvage mission. Only slightly awkward. Ooh, I'm nearly to the next level. We will begin our search for ceruleum in Regio Urbanissima. Easy for you to say. The first location is Forum Soleus, a park to the northwest of this station. You are to remain close at all times and act only as ordered. Follow me. Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to wake you up at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. So, Uncle Cracker, good old one-hit wonder. I love a one-hit wonder. Right, who's in game with me tonight? What are you guys up to? I know there's some raiding going on. We're going raiding. It won't let me attune to the Aetherite as well, which is proper irritating. Oh, let's put some speed on. Put some speed on. I probably should have gone out, but I didn't think we were going that far, really. Selkie, you're still waiting for your group to be done with their raiding so you can clear the third fight of the tier with them. You've got 1 and 2 done earlier, and then you're not doing any more raiding because your brain needs a break. Well, that's fair. So, have you looked at your 14 by 14? For anyone that doesn't know, Tyrus came up with this idea from hearing it in, I think, in another stream, and I think it's a great idea. So, if you are not already, please do join us in the Discord. I'm just going to pop this here. All our socials are on there, and on our Discord we have this 14 by 14 area. Now what your 14 by 14 is 14 things you want to do in Final Fantasy this year. Okay, now I've done my 14 by 14 and Selkie, you are on it. Dun dun dun. So last year for Christmas, Mr. Fran bought me the Final Fantasy cookbook, and I am rubbish because I haven't actually cooked anything from it yet, which I know is shocking. I've looked through it and I've gone, oh, I really want to try that. So, I have an idea. On my 14 by 14 is that I'm going to cook something from my Final Fantasy 14 book live on stream. And Selkie, I didn't know whether you wanted to do this with me. We could do like a joint stream. We could both cook something from the cookbook. What do you think? Are you in? You can kick 2 things off my 14 by 14 by doing this. Do you fancy it? You're in. Excellent. I love it already. I will. Have you got a Final Fantasy cookbook at all? Right. Let me speak to Alice while you're suddenly going. What have I just agreed to? Oh my god. I'm just gonna eat some more curry while they do the sad music. Oh, damn it. I thought they were going to do their own talking. So, this is the park. I'm surprised they found space for one amongst all these buildings. Actually, the recreational areas came first. The houses were later built around them. I don't, although it would be depending on the day, as your kitchen is not your own. But at the very least, you can cook at the same time if not on stream. Okay, well that's cool. What I can do is I can send you some pictures of some of the Final Fantasy recipes, and we can, and do you know what? We can have a cook along. Everyone can join in. I'll post the recipe. I'll put up the ingredients that you need. And we won't do it until everyone's been paid, because I know everyone's struggling at the moment. Okay, and then we can all post our efforts to darkness. So yeah, I've lost my train of thought. So yeah, if you fancy that, people, then we'll definitely do that, because I think that sounds fun. What days do you have access to your kitchen, Selkie? A healthy society requires communal spaces for children to play and adults to socialise. Yeah, everyone needs financial recovery after Christmas. We'll leave it, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll leave it till after February's payday, because February's the shortest month, so you end up with technically more money, and this way everyone's got a time to little bit to rebuild and stuff. Okay. It's time dependent. That's fine, we'll plan it in advance, we'll plan it, absolutely. This park was named after the founding father of the empire, the great Solus Son Galvus. Did we come to extract ceruleum from the wrecked Magitech armour? No, we've already drained it dry. Same goes for the rest of the machinery in the vicinity. But as our ceruleum has been stolen, we must scour the city for every last drop. And while I don't expect to find anything here, I've decided to try one more time in case something's been overlooked. I see. Then, with your permission, we will commence the search. What do you think we should cook? Something savoury or something sweet? Maybe we could do a stream of each. Oh, I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to change my minion. I feel like... Mind you, sunrise very appropriate for this weather, isn't it? I feel like we need a dragon. Let's have Midgard summer. Right, search for ceruleum. Okay, there's some over here possibly. Shop counter. By rather small Bargalian standards, the structure is reminiscent of a merchant store. Perhaps it was built for children to play at shopkeeper. There's nothing inside resembling Magitech or any other devices that be fueled by ceruleum. Okay. Let's carry on around this way then. Something over there. Something over there. War machine of wreckage. And there's Alpha. The cursory inspection of the wrecked Magitech armour confirms that the fuel canisters have long since been drained of ceruleum, as Julie said. Let's see any other... sparkly bits over this side. Let's go over this side. Oh, there's children's slide. I hardly think there's going to be any there. And if there is, it's slightly concerning. Go on the side. There we go. Whee! Baby Fran loves the sliding along. The contraption is built in the style of Imperial war machine, armed with a battery of weapons and capable of transporting into different configurations. But on closer inspection, it appears to be no more than a children's slide. It's a transformer! Transformers, robots in disguise. Right, where's the last one going to be? there anything down here, I wonder? Why can't I just grab that automated satellite? That might have something. Right, this is the end of the circle. That's a big thing. There's only one left. I think it's going to be up there. We will do a lap around the outside, around the outside, around the outside, just in case. Oh, we get attacked by some slashers. We'll just run past them. No, you don't need to get involved. Nothing up here, so it's probably in there, hasn't it? Have I done the normal raids from the expansions? I think so. Check with Mr. Fran. Or even have I done all the raids, normal raids from all the expansions? Tyrus is also a good font of knowledge for that kind of thing. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go to the top of the slide. See if we can see any more sparkly bits. That's not really helpful at all. Why on earth would they think there would be Serenium in a kids' play park? It's quite beyond me. I don't know. I can't find the next pig in bit though, which is super annoying. Must be down the other end. Unless it's up there, maybe. What do you think? Could it be up there? Let's have a look up here. It's part of the park, isn't it? It's over the other side, isn't it? Of course it is. That's the nice thing. Yes, it is. It's over there. Typical. It was bound to be the one I didn't go up. Cool. So, how was everyone's weekend anyway? Did you guys get up to anything nice? Did you have a good time? As you guys know, I went out with a couple of my girlfriends, my besties. They had bought me tickets to Six for Christmas, so it was my treat. And we went out and we had a lunch in a Greek place. I had a voucher, which is always a bonus. And yeah, it was just a really nice girls' day out. And if you are looking for somewhere to go for a night out and you fancy a theatre show, I highly recommend Six. It was so good. I genuinely can't even recommend it enough. The songs were amazing, the vocals were on point, the costumes were incredible. It was just really well done, and I love a musical that's just so good and original as well. So really, really good. And genuinely, if you just fancy a musical, if you like a musical, and you haven't seen Six, do it. Go for it. It's great. Several points of interest are marked on the map of Forum Solace. The pond, children's play areas. To your knowledge, however, none would require the use of ceruleum. Well, that's what I was thinking. Okay, let's go back to the others. I'm in Kent, so down the southeast. You love Greek food. I love Greek food. Greek food is definitely up there as one of my favourites. So we shared this. You could do like the sharing plattery thing. So we shared hummus tzatziki and with bread, and we had domadas, which are the vine leaves stuffed with rice and herbs and stuff. And then we had Slovaki, which is like the kebabs, with some salad and the rest of our dippy stuff. There was something else as well, I can't remember what. But yeah, it was amazing. You're south, you're Bristol. Well, we can meet London and have Greek food. Meet in the middle. You're making homemade hummus later. Oh my gosh, how much garlic do you put in? Because the answer is never enough. No ceruleum here. Oh, it's you. Any luck? triple the garlic in the recipe as a starting point. That is for literally every recipe, I'm just saying. There's no sign of any cerulean. Hardly surprising, but disappointing nonetheless. I couldn't help noticing you gazing at the pond. Is something the matter? What? Yes, I mean, no, it's just, I used to bring my brother and sister here to play. The pond was heated to stop it freezing over, so, like all the other children, it just had to wade in and splash about. Would have stayed there if I didn't drag them out. We'd be sopping wet when all was said and done, every time. And every time when we get home, Mother would scold us, saying we'd catch our death walking around like that. The pond was heated. With a cerulean-powered heater by chance? I suppose it must have been. Come to think of it, I remember seeing engineers changing out a tank beneath an hatch. But that was a long time ago when the water still flowed clear and wasn't this brackish muck. We can't see a thing, and I can't remember where the hatch might be, and that water's going to be bloody cold. With the machinery most likely broken, the amount of filth in there is probably the only reason it hasn't frozen over. I'd wager it's still unbearably cold though. So you're going in because I'm not. Have we got some sort of heating tincture still? Julius, what are your thoughts on magic? The average Gaulian would jump out of their skin if they saw it. But the first is a few foreign signiferi and medici, so it don't scare me. Then, I take it you won't mind if I employ a little net. Hafner, as you have a knack for finding dry wood, why don't you bring me some? While that's done, a blast of fire should do the trick. Leave it to me. I could never be a vampire, Selkie, because I would just end up eating garlic and basically killing myself. You're not planning to go in there, are you? Of course I am. That tank isn't going to fetch itself. It's nothing so involved as extracting unpressed cerulean from a frozen lake, like how the tappers do it. We're talking about a shallow pond in a park, and we have a way of warming ourselves up after. But that's insane! Insane in the membrane. So, fancy a dip? No, I do not. Brr. And if a little friendly competition might make things interesting, the last thing we need is you catching cold. Step aside while I drink the pond dry. That's how we'll find it in no time. Yeah, let's not go with that. We'll go with the last thing we need is you catching cold. Quite like my coat, it's very good. If you're that concerned for my well-being, you can dive in and help me look. The quicker we find that cerulean, the sooner we can get out of here. Well, at least we'll all be warm afterwards. Oh, she's going in. It's dirty. We can't even have a shower, mate. Oh, lovely. Oh, well, at least it's only up to my knees. I delve into the murky water but come up empty-handed to add injury to insult. The ice wind on your damp clothing chills me to the bone. Bad. Bad to the bone. It's a shame you can't get your minions to kind of go and do this kind of stuff for you, really. Delve into the murky water, they come up empty-handed, and I'm still chilled to the bone. Oh, this is affecting my health. Ugh. Right, let's get this down. I bet it's going to be the last one, isn't it? It's always the last one. Nope, still empty-handed, and I'm still cold. Right, let's get out of this water, DR. Ooh, it's making me feel cold, I know that much. Beneath the water, my fingers catch on what I think might be a handle. Chilled. Chilled to the bone. You open the hatch and retrieve a cerulean tank. Right, let's get out of the water and start celebrating, because I'm freezing. However, your grand discovery comes at great personal cost, as you become acutely aware of the freezing cold and the rancid odour emitting from every elm of your body. Julius will doubtless feel compelled to pinch his nose shut when you deliver to him your prize. Well, yeah, he can live with it. Let's get out of this water. Yeah. I am stinky, I am cold, and I am wet. Have some cerulean tank. Did you find it? I hope you did. Here, have a tank. That's it! No kidding. I'm cold and wet now. And there's still some cerulean left. No, the fire's still not ready. Hold on, I'll give Alpha no an hand. Call me an old Don, because by fire, excuse me, I am reborn. And my clothes are mostly dry now too. I appreciate you recovering the cerulean, but I wish you'd taken the time to discuss the plan with me beforehand. Despite the way you've been treated, in Lord Quintus' eyes you're still envoys deserving of protection. If you were to die on my watch he would be most displeased. Your concern is duly noted, but all's well that ends well. Julius, you mentioned coming here with your younger siblings. Did you grow up in Garlemald? I did. Not far from here. My father was an accomplished researcher in his youth, and for his contributions to the Empire awarded an estate. We lived well, better than many. What was Garlemald like in those days? Everything. It was everything you can imagine and so much more. Even during the coldest winters, we always found warmth and comfort at home. Coming in from the snow, taking off your coat and sitting down for a hot meal with family. Visiting friends and relatives, receiving that same welcome, knowing that they had everything they needed. Walking down the streets, seeing the lights in all the houses, hearing the faint sounds of laughter and song of happiness. And although summers came and went all too quickly, in that brief respite the ice would melt and the forgotten grass make its triumphant return. Grey clouds gave way to blue skies. Some mornings we'd climb to the top of the tallest building we could find to watch the sunrise. Never again. Those rooftops are rubble, those friends dead and those memories. But if I could reclaim even a fraction of what we once had, soon our chance will come. We just need to hold on a little longer. You're still not having any more curry, cat? No. So what's really nice, guys, is there is some good in the world, which makes me happy. There's been a lot of really good steps forward for animal rights. So in Costa Rica they've stopped trophy hunting. In Italy they've raised the jail time for people who abuse animals, and they've then putting bans on people from owning animals again if they've been found guilty of animal abuse. In the UK we've banned loads of stuff like ear cropping, tail cropping, declawing cats. All of this stuff, by the way, I already thought was illegal, but hey, we're also looking at stopping fox hunting. So there's some really good stuff going on for animal rights in the world at the moment, and sometimes you just have to look for those glimmers, don't you? They're stopping, there's been a load of dolphins released from like parks. There's a massive marine park being built, a nature park to preserve marine life. And it's just really nice that a lot of these things are being done to take into account. And one country has said that animals are sentient beings and it's given them more rights, and it's just so good that it's finally being done. And why is it taking this long? Right, Julius has gone on to say, now that the fire is burnt out, Julius is ready to move on. Alright, now that you've recovered from your escapades in the pond, there's another location I'd like to search, just outside the park. Off we go. So Miss Killy's decided to have a little sit on my lap. How is everybody's raids going? As you can see, this place is littered with the remnants of various types of war machinery. While my comrades and I have already recovered from the tanks from the less damaged units, those that took a more severe beating are harder to scavenge. We decided to save that for another time. That time being now. The time is now. Rather than prise them apart piece by piece, it would be quicker to remove the outer casing using compact explosives. With luck, we'll gain access to the tanks without rupturing them. Though the force generated by these devices is relatively weak, I would advise you to stand well clear to avoid being hit by any shrapnel. Great, this is a great plan. But before even bothering, though, you should check the machiner's ceruleum gauge to see if there's any left. It should still provide an accurate reading even when the unit itself is inactive. Hello, baby girl. This is a very nice cuddle. You feeling alright? She's not usually a cuddly old cat. No, that was quite enough. She says, jumping down. If the gauge is broken, I'll let you to decide whether to use an explosive or not. Should you need more, come to me. Understood. Let's get to work. Okay. Use an incendiary on a piece of war machine. Here we go. How do we read the thing first? According to the ceruleum gauge, this unit's fuel tank is empty. Okay, well, we're not using it on you then. The ceruleum gauge on this tank appears to have broken, giving you no way to determine how much fuel it may hold. How many have we got? Yeah, let's go for it. After successfully removing the war machine's outer case and retrieving the ceruleum tank, you find it to be completely empty. Well, that was a waste of... There we go, if we waste the Imperials explosives, that's not my issues. That one is also, and he said to go back for more, so yeah. The thing is completely empty. Fantastic. Right, let's go back and get some more stuff. No, you can just leave me alone. Really? You want to do this now, dear? You want to get into this, dear? Hmm? Ceruleum from you. Give me more explosives. I have a fair amount of explosives to spare today, but tomorrow's another story. Right, okay. So, we've done that one and that one. Let's go find some then. There's some more over here. And there. Right. Are you empty? No, it's broken. That's fine, no, I don't want. Good old garden mould. Oh. Plank. Oh. Hello, Balthia. How are you doing? Half full. Woohoo! There we go. I am very well, thank you. How are you, Balthia? You are just perusing which level 70 tune gear to purchase. Ooh, does anyone have any advice for Balthia? What are your options, Balthia? And if I happen to just keep this spare incendiary advice, that seems like a good idea as well. More wait, is that what I think it is? Yes, here you go. Have some selenium. Sorry, I am eating as we chat, Balthia. You've done it again. Truly, luck is on your side. With this, we should be able to refuel quite a few of our eaters. It's time we headed back. Wait here while I go and see how Alice and Alfino are faring. Oh, he's actually remembered their names now. That's great, isn't it? Three out of 4 raids done. Well, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. All your hunt friends. Is it still called Farler mould in the hunts? That's a question to put out there to the crew. Right, anyone who is watching us in VR or catching up in YouTube or anything, then thanks for coming along. And do you know if it's Farler mould in the hunts?
Finally escaped the watchful gaze of your keepers, have we?
Also, can Balthia have some advice about which level 780 tomb gear to purchase, please, if anybody knows?
Don't react. You'll only draw attention to yourself. Just carry on as you are and listen.
Thancred's come to save the day. Here he comes to save the day. I don't really need saving, for sure.
After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia bade a few of us scouts follow you at a discreet distance.
Of course she did. Good old Lucia.
We observed you being led to the station, but decided against venturing inside.
Smart.
When you emerged sometime later, and we saw that the twins were sporting Magitech collars, it was clear what had taken place. Now,
Good old Thancred.
as quietly as you can, tell me everything. The Legatus himself, eh? Now there's a surprise.
Sneaky
This is also the
Thancred.
first I've heard of a plan to join forces with the 10th and storm the Tower of Babel. An interesting development, and perhaps the opportunity we've been waiting for. Our
Got another
comrades back at the
opportunity.
camp also received some rather promising news, but it's still too early to get our hopes up. For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
I mean, I am. Because the twins have got shock collars on.
With luck, this will all be over soon. Until then.
Until then, Mr. Thancred. Cheers, everyone, by the way. Right. Here we go.
They had not gone far. We searched high and low, but no luck, I'm afraid. I might have guessed you'd be the only one to find anything.
Well, when in doubt, just follow your notes. Or, you know, just explode everything. Also good.
I wasn't expecting much to begin with. Eventually, there will be nothing left out here for us to safely salvage. For now, this will have to suffice. We should return to the station.
Ah, there you are. Heard you'd gone hunting for ceruleum above ground.
You're pretty sure, about 90% sure, that you're going with the new tomb gear for tanking. That or for your Viper ninja jobs. Of course, you can have any gear now, can't you, for any class? So lots of people are doing their glams at the moment. Are you liking having that range, that more options? I think it's good.
Brought back a king's ransom?
Hardly. But thanks to these three, we have enough to last a little while longer.
Well, well. It's not at all what I was expecting, these ones. For savages, they seem positively docile.
Oh, I'm gonna slap this dude.
It's a poor attempt at humour. In all honesty, I'm grateful for your efforts. But even with another night of warmth, there are those among us who may not live to see the morrow.
I know, you won't
I
have to go
trust
get
your
help.
expedition was fruitful.
I don't like this dude. He put shot colours
Lord
on my
Quintus!
face.
Use what you procured to refuel the armor.
But, sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
He doesn't give a damn about looking after your people. Come on, it's obvious. Like a lot of people.
The time for action is upon us. My men and I have matters to discuss. In the meantime, you are to wait here. Do not forget, you are being watched.
I cannot wait till I can give him a flick on his head. It also helps to have all your jobs at level 100. Alright, show off, honestly. So you doing these new raids as well? Ooh, this is making me feel cold. I might need to get a jumper.
The time for action. What did he mean by that?
Bear with me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to grab a jumper. It's like the reverse of a strip show, isn't it? Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. But it had clothes. It's just, you know, much better, I think. After all, glam is the real end game.
I can only speculate. Clearly something requiring their magitech, given what we just heard. Whether they plan to utilize it now, or after they join with the 10th, is another question.
Julius isn't happy.
Will they ever escape this cold? Return to and reclaim the idyllic spaces of which Euless spoke?
Euless, not Julius. Whoops.
Finished your war, Council?
Oh, he does not look happy. He is not a happy bunny.
Alphino and Alizé are to stay here as our prisoners. They will be released once your comrades have relinquished their supplies and withdrawn from Garlean soil. Until our terms are met, they will be detained at a separate location.
How about no? How about I go and smack Quintus in the head?
After everything we've said and done, this is how you treat us.
Our allies have but limited supplies. They may stave off cold and starvation for a short while, but what then?
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
Oh, thankfully this is going against my very nature. Do as he says. Everything will be alright. Have faith. Because you gotta have faith. I don't think Ulysses is very happy though.
Get them out of here.
Which is good. We can promote some civil war. I'm liking it. We don't need no civil war. Don't worry guys. I will come for you. And I will smack Quintus around. A lot. And put a shock collar on him and see how he likes it. Right, Ulysses. Yeah, you just following orders, you know. This makes me cross this house, so I'll just whatever. We're just following orders. When your orders are wrong, then do something about it. Makes me super cross. You know? You can't just mindlessly follow something you know is wrong. You know, it's a bit like when the German soldiers were taking Jewish prisoners into the war camps and putting them in the gas chambers for the showers. They must have known that was wrong. You know, inside you know that's not right. Intrinsically you know that's wrong. So why would you do it? Why would you follow these orders that are just intrinsically wrong? You need to stand up and you go, no, this is not okay. And it's hard to do that, and you have to be brave. And there are going to sometimes be consequences. But guess what? If everyone turns around and goes, no, that's not okay, then suddenly you have everyone standing up. People forget their power. Power comes with unity. Power comes from working together. And sometimes we need to stand up and we need to go, this is not okay. And I think that is incredibly true in the world at the moment with everything that's going on. Alphino and Alice will be fine, providing they do not resist. Woohoo, and we leveled up. Trait gained. I missed what I missed. Rune Mastery 4. Cool. Okay. Once again, Ulysses has been entrusted with an unenviable task. He does seem to get all the crappy jobs, doesn't he? And you'd think that he would have kind of like turfed some of them off by now. You will accompany back to your camp, where I will meet your leader and present Lord Quintus's demands. Before we depart, however, there is something I would ask of you. Huh! You got blinking cheek, haven't you? Assuming your contingent complies, the supplies they surrender will need to be transported here. That task falls to Legionnaires Marcellinus and Octavia, who will pilot Magitech armour to your headquarters. You are to inform them that we are leaving shortly. Tell them to ask the IYL for further details. In those words, ask the IYL. I can't say that. Once you've seen to that, meet me by the exit. Ask the IYL. What the hell does IYL mean? Yo, dude. Get your IYL on the go. What is an IYL? In your... I don't know. You again? Ask the IYL, he said. Oh. So that's to be the way of it after all this. Are they going to try and kill me? Because that's not going to do. How ironic that you should be the one to deliver the news. If those are my orders, then so be it. For the glory of Garlemald, they're going to try and kill me. Sons of biatches. After all I've done to help them, right? I'm not being funny. That's just rude, isn't it? It's just rude. And they can try. But I'm going to smash them up. Okay. You are off to re-clear fight number 3. It'll take 3 business days. You're going to be muted. Okay, no worries, Selkie. Thank you for joining me. Been lovely to have you along. And we'll sort out our cooking stream at some point. In your IYL. On your left, no, that's different. What do you want with me? IYL. Ask the IYL. So Lord Quintus has reached a decision. I knew he would understand. That he would recognise a savage as a ruthless, merciless creature. And to defeat him, we too must be uncompromising. I am ready. In the name of Emperor Valis, for the glory of Garlemald, I will fulfil my duty. Or are they going to try and blow us all up? It's very rare to see the Garlemald region in sunny conditions. It's not really a holiday destination, Balthia. I do not feel that I need to return here at any time. Mind you, Ishgard was cold as well. But they were a bit friendlier though, some of them. I genuinely think they are going to try and kill me. Or they're going to try and kill all of us. And either way, they're going to fail. Because I am the warrior of light. And I will not stand for it. Have you done as instructed? Yeah. What do you ask? Their duties mean more than the transportation of supplies, don't they? What do you mean by the Asgard? Well, to go with the first one. We'll be sneaky, sort of. Duty is rarely a simple thing. We have been given additional orders, though whether we be required to follow them depends entirely on your contingent. You and I are in this together now. Like it or not, we have to cooperate. There is one other matter, a place I'd like to visit on the way to your camp. It's a short walk from here. Follow me. Trust no one. It's a good thing that my mounts are powered by magic and not cerulean. They'll probably try and nick that as well. The castle looks like an evil version of the Disney castle. Nice. I would love to see an evil version of the Disney castle. There is a series of books for those of you with like teenagers. The Disney Twisted books. So it they sort of give it the other point of view. So like they tell the story from like Maleficent's point of view, or the evil stepmother, or you know, that kind of thing. And they like they do a little sort of like twist in each of them. They're really good. If you've got kids who are into that kind of thing, you know, like the age of the kids who like Descendants, it would be that kind of age group that you'd be looking for. But yeah, the Disney Twisted series is quite good, and my friend's daughter was into them and she bought loads of them and they're very, very good. Julius lingers by the ruins, reluctant to leave and reluctant to stay, unable to move on. We will wait.
This is my home. At least it was until that night. I was with Lord Quintus when the capital fell, and thus spared. My family, who did not own a radio, were less fortunate. When dawn came, I made my way here. My parents, my little brother and sister, they were still inside.
I sense that there is not a happy ending to the story. Angelina Jolie was excellent at Maleficent. I thought the Maleficent movies were very, very good, actually.
But they weren't themselves, and they tried to. And I had to.
Oh dear. Well, if
I
he's
had promised to take them away from the capital that very morning, to somewhere safe, to hide until the fighting stopped. I promised.
Maleficent frightened you when you were watching Sleeping Beauty. Well, in the Disney Maleficent with the green eyes was quite scary. Who did I think was really scary? I don't think Maleficent was, but I think the evil queen in Snow White was pretty horrendous. Oh no, I'll tell you the one that got me, actually.
Arlene flag. There's a chain. The bonds between our countrymen.
Was the Fox and the Hound. Oh my god, like, sobbing. I can't even watch it now.
A red link at its centre. The blood of the fallen. Our loved ones who lived and died for Garlemald. But if she too fell, who would be left to remember them and their sacrifice? What enduring proof would there be that they were ever here? If we had turned to your gods, would they have saved us?
You didn't ask, did you?
Sorry, forget I spoke. We should go.
Grief on every side.
It's no use. Believe me, I do not enjoy being here any more than you. But she wanted us to play along, so that is what we will do.
Basil the Great Mouse Detective is amazing! Oh yeah, 100%. Brilliant. But my favourite Disney is it literally just popped in my head and then went out again. The Rescuers. I love The Rescuers, it's my favourite. And then there was the second one, The Rescuers Down Under. I love The Rescuers. There was also this programme I used to love when I was a kid. It's called Dot and the Kangaroo. And Dot... Oh, hello, Chateau. You've been very stealthy. So Dot and the Kangaroo is part animation, part real. It's about a little girl called Dot who gets lost, I think. And then she comes across a kangaroo, and the kangaroo looks after her in the middle of the jungle. And saves her, and she learns all about kangaroos, and it's so cute. If you like those kind of films, it's quite old now. I had to find it on YouTube, and it was you know when it's so old when it's a square rather than a widescreen. But yeah, Dot and the Kangaroo is so lovely. Rescuers is a great film. And the 101 Dalmatian film, the live action one where House and Arthur Weasley try and steal some Dalmatians. Outrageous. Vote for Basil the Great Mouse Detective. So Mr. Fran is slowly working his way through all the Disney movies with baby Fran, which is kind of cute. They have daddy, daughter and Disney mornings, some Sunday mornings with toast and fruit. Yeah, this is quite cute. So Disney, allegedly, are going to stop doing so many live action remakes and go back to actually doing new films, which I'm all on board for. All Dogs Go to Heaven. Oh my god. So All Dogs Go for Heaven is horrific, because the little girl, if you haven't seen this, by the way, it's amazing, you should totally watch it, but the little girl is voiced by somebody whose father kills her, and she was killed before the film was finished. And the guy that does her dog, when he's doing a scene when he, oh my god, it's like literally making me well up, when he was doing the scene where he leaves her, he took 10 million takes to get it right, because he was having to say goodbye to her and she'd actually been killed by her father, and it's just horrific. So not only does it hit you in the feels as a movie, but the story behind it is just awful and tragic as well. But it's such a great film, and yeah, absolutely, if you haven't seen it, you should totally watch it. But it's a tearjerker. It's not a Disney movie though. I'll stop being so whatchamacallit. Shut up. You've been stealthy. You've been doing raids and daily roulettes and some in real life stuff, but you've managed to tune in. Well, it's very nice to have you here. I'm very pleased you haven't disappeared off the face of the earth. I did think you'd been a bit quiet, but I don't mind you being stealthy in the background as long as you're still with us. Other than that, I hope you're okay. I hope that in real life stuff is not too problematic. Everyone's having issues at the moment, so I'm checking in with people. Right, off we go. You also voiced Littlefoot from Land Before Time. Oh, that's another one. Little girl. Yeah, that's another one. You're going to have to snuggle him to share some body heat. It's the only way.
It's so cold.
Snuggle up. Share the body heat.
So. Unbearably.
So, us 80s kids, right, we had to deal with stuff like All Dogs Go to Heaven. We had to deal with Land Before Time. We had to deal with Never-Ending Story. You know, this has shaped us. Like a Never-Ending Story scene with Ajax in the mud. Oh my god, people. No wonder we're all traumatised, quite frankly.
I've been thinking about what Quintus said. About why no one would accept Garlean rule. Irreconcilable differences. When coexistence isn't an option, only conquest remains. Varys at Gimlet said much the same. Only by uniting the world beneath a single standard would we rid ourselves of the Ascians. United as one people. One race cleansed of imperfections.
This is sounding very Nazi-ish. Watership down. Oh my god. Bright eyes burning like fire. Genuinely breaks your heart every time. What a movie. I'm going to go back and watch that. See, I'm not entirely sure I should put my child through any of these movies, quite frankly.
A cold and unforgiving vision. And when we fail to live up to their standards, what place is there for us in their world?
Any more traumatising movies anyone wants to add?
But the truly sad, truly frustrating thing is how damnably similar it all is to the lofty ideals of Father and the Forum. Non-intervention. Always non-intervention. Protect our knowledge and our people, and to hells with the rest of you. And yet, I can see how it happened. Varys and Father looked to their elders for guidance and took their virtues as their own. But for this world was of their making. In who else could they place their trust? All of us lost in a sea of chaos, searching desperately for purpose and meaning. But it shouldn't just be an extension of another's. It has to be ours. It has to be.
So, I'm going to get slammed for this, okay? But I never did The Princess Bride when I was a kid. I never watched it. So I don't really get the hype. And the thing is, I watched it as an adult and I don't get it. I think it's one of those things where that cult classic following has to come from watching it when you were younger. So I know The Princess Bride. I know that my name is Imago Dududu. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Which I've just done really badly. But yeah, I couldn't tell you any more about it than that, I'm afraid. Apart from the fact that Andre the Giant was in it.
We all have a stake in this world. No one should be silenced.
I won't deny that we lack the experience of people such as Father or Quintus. Perhaps they've come to see the world as a series of problems, and the most efficient way of solving them, to reduce everything to fundamental forms. A stone is a stone, a cloud, a flower, no more than that. Simple descriptions that strip the subject of distinguishing characteristics.
Pagemaster. I don't know Pagemaster. Inkheart though. Do you remember Inkheart? Inkheart was a great movie. That's Brendan Fraser at his best.
A man is a man, divided according to race, creed, or allegiance, and to some, defined by such associations.
You are aging a lot of a tip. It's okay. We're right there with you.
Is that what you think?
In my misbegotten youth. But what I believed wisdom was no more than aggressive ignorance. I've since learned to look beyond the banners and the politics. To see people as individuals with their own hopes and dreams. As for my dream of building a better world, well, every day I'm reminded that it is far more complex than I had ever imagined.
Surely getting up and running around would be much more conducive to staying warm than sat on the floor.
But it only spurs me onward, to find the wisdom and the strength to see it through to the very end.
I'll say it to the pirate.
All of our supplies and an immediate withdrawal. These are your conditions.
Fern Gully is literally one of my favourites. It's basically what Avatar was based on, is what I'm going with, 100%.
Demands. And you forgot about the airship. Once again, you will leave one behind. It will be used to return the prisoners. Their collars will be removed prior to the exchange.
So in the end, not even Father's expertly worded rhetoric could deter you from your chosen course.
Huh?
Not that I thought for a moment that it would. I've no love for violence, of course, but ours is a cause worth fighting for. I just wish he'd realize it too. Sometimes the only way to protect the ones you love is to take a stand. To refuse to suffer in silence.
How very true.
I want you to know I share your conviction. Whether it be on the battlefield or in the debating chamber, I won't back down. I guess what I'm saying is...
You've found your own reason to fight.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, I have.
The first film you heard Tom Curry's voice in too. Who does he play in Fern Gully? I did not realise that. Oh my gosh, this is new information.
God's willing, there will come a day when we can finally lay down our arms. And there will be peace.
I think the first film I would have heard him in would have been Home Alone.
But not until the Telophoroi have been defeated once and for all. And you, brother, will have a vital part to play. By your words and deeds, you'll lead the way.
pray I am up to the task.
If not, she'll batter you. Don't worry.
There'll always be naysayers. Those who think us fools for even trying. It's easy for learned elites to criticize earnest efforts and assert their moral superiority, all without offering alternatives.
True that.
Not that their sophistry has ever wounded you. So stubborn and strong. Stronger than you even know. Don't ever change, you hear me? If you stumble, I'll be there to catch you. Or give you a thick ear. Maybe both, for good measure.
Fair. This is a sibling kind of rule. You got any more of those
Thank you,
tips?
Alice.
I need to watch Ferngully again now, with this information. Estinian, I think.
The scouts have secured Alize and Alphino. Their collars were removed without complication as well. They report no casualties, not for their party nor the guards, who will wake from their premature slumber in due course.
But probably be punished in other ways.
It would appear the situation has changed.
Oh, well that's understating things.
I propose new terms. We have information that will be of great interest to Lord Quintus, and I wish to speak with him in person.
She sounds a bit like Dame Judi Dench with that voice.
No. In the event you rejected our first proposal, we came prepared with a second.
Ambush!
More are coming! Make ready!
We, the loyal soldiers of the First Legion, proud servants of Garlemald,
Oh, you're
of
going
the
to be upset
fallen
when I
Emperor
kick your butt.
Varys, shall safeguard these lands from the barbarian hordes until our countrymen return!
There's only one lot of barbarians here and it is not us.
Stop! Both of you!
This child may be the worst emissary I have ever seen.
I love the fact that you're saying it when you look like a child.
We received an urgent communication from the Grand Company of Eorzea. Envoys from the Imperial Army, led by members of the 10th Legion, came to Alamigo and requested an audience. They explained that their efforts to coordinate the reclamation of the capital with the aid of the 4th, 5th, 8th and 12th had ended in failure.
Hello, hello, welcome in Raiders! Hi, how you doing? Good evening, good evening. Hello Rosie, thank you very much for the raid. How are you? Long time no see. Thank you very much everybody. How you doing? How was your stream? Can we do a shout out please for Rosie Tech Support? How are you doing? It's been a while, it's been a while. Happy New Year to you and everything. Did you have a nice Christmas? So hello everybody, my name is Fran. I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. We are in Endwalker, so if you are not, then please cover your ears now. So this is my first ever game ever, and most of the time I spend my life slightly dazed and confused, as you will come to know, and lost. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, please do hang around. Where is tech support? Tech support's in the middle of a raid, I think. Let me just try and do this. This is all going to go horribly, horribly wrong. What were you streaming tonight, Rosie? Oh, you were doing the new raids as well. I think that's why tech support is busy, because he's doing new raids as well. Oh, here we go. Please do follow Rosie if you haven't already. She's very, very fun to watch.
Oh, can I get into my bloody water? Oh, God.
You've been busy. Work gets busy around this time, so hopefully it will calm down now. Yes. What? Remind me what you do again. I'm super busy at work as well. Did you have a nice Christmas and everything? Everyone I've spoken to has had a rubbish Christmas and been ill, so I'm hoping you didn't and you are well. So we are in Endwalker. As I say, we're just dealing with the First Legion at the moment. If you are playing Final Fantasy XIV and you don't want to know what happens if you're not in Endwalker, then please do feel free to disappear. I understand. Rosie, if you need to have some post-stream care, then please do get yourself something to eat, something to drink, go to the loo, etc, etc. Thank you very much for the raid. You were ill as well. Oh my god, everyone was ill. It's been a year of it, I tell you. You had the flu. Yeah, Mr. Fran had the flu. I had food poisoning. Baby Fran had a tummy problem. And my mum was in bed with a migraine. So literally, it was just all a bit rubbish, really. And I was so upset because I couldn't actually eat Christmas dinner. I literally had like the smallest bit of turkey, a tiny bit of roast potato, a bit of broccoli, a bit of carrot. And I was saying this to my friends on Boxing Day. I was like, I couldn't even eat Christmas dinner. It's like my favourite thing. And bless their hearts, they only went and dropped a Christmas dinner off for me the next day so that I could have it. And then our friends at the weekend, so we went around to see some friends on Sunday and played cards with them. And they did us another mini Christmas dinner because we've been so ill over Christmas, we basically hadn't eaten it. So we had another Christmas with them, and they even got crackers out and everything, and it was just the cutest things. Thank you, guys. We had a lovely extra Christmas day on Sunday. But bless it, and you know what? It's so good. I've got such kind friends, and I do appreciate them very, very much. Okay, onward we go with the story. So, to catch you up, Lucia is just explaining that we, the Grand Council of Eorzea, have received a message from the 10th Legion to say that they are basically unable to reclaim the capital from the Telefri. That's where we're at, if you are up to date.
Communication between most legions has broken down entirely. Most of the 10th's conscripts have deserted, leaving their forces severely depleted. That is why, unable to continue the fight on their own, they and their allies turned to the Grand Company of Eorzea for aid.
I hope you're feeling better now though, Rosie. Is everything okay?
Lies. Every word.
I know Quantum Delta, they're bloody Telefri. Mind you, bloody Quintus as well in a minute. He's going to get a flick in the head. Just saying.
It is the truth, and I have not finished. The 10th has requested that we deliver a message to Lord Quintus. Have the eel stand down.
Whatever the eel is. What's the eel?
You have been listening, my lord? What are your orders?
He's not going to stand down, he wants to fight. He wants to fight for his right. Not to party though.
Inform her that we will honor the 10th's decision.
Jolly good. Now, literally, round them all up and
bereft of hope and now dignity,
and put them in a cell for somewhere for their behaviour. Outrageous.
I release you from your duty. All of you.
I still want to know what the IYL
Your
is.
radiance, in the knowledge you are not here to witness our debasement.
Ugh, you're such a plank. Honestly.
'Twas a grand glorious dream we shared.
Not really. Not grand and glorious for the people that you just walked over. And now, the ironic thing is, they're having people walk over them and they don't like it. Hypocrites.
Of a world united, of peace and prosperity.
A world is not united if it's under a dictator, is it?
We are ghosts, you and I. Memories of days gone by.
Thank you for the days.
Bonds forged in blood that I will not see tarnished.
Oh God. Don't do it. It's not worth it. We could do with you to fight this all off through once you've had something to eat. And then I'll flick you in the head. No. That's not honourable. You are all better now though. I'm very pleased to hear it. Let's hope it stays that way. I'm on about the week 5 of this blinking cough and cold and it just will not shift. No. Okay, Rosie, thank you very much for the raid, and everyone please do check Rosie's stream out as well. Good night, hon.
Quickly! We have to reach the station before it's too late.
If there is still a chance that Quintus will agree to a truce, we must take it.
Quintus has, doofed himself.
I just hope we get there before he and his men do something rash.
Kinda too late. Just saying. Too late. Fool. That's never the answer. No matter how bad things get, this is never the answer, people. And if you do ever feel this way, please do reach out for help. Okay? Do not ever let yourself get to this stage. Please, please. The Samaritans are out there. There's plenty of support out there, so please, please don't ever feel that's ever the right way to walk, the right path to walk down. Much and more has occurred since we last met. As for determining what comes next, we must speak with Lord Quintus. There's a slight issue. No. With the immediate crisis averted, Lucia seeks to gain a clearer understanding of the present situation. Before we proceed, tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. Well, they're all freezing, they're all starving, they all think that we are invaders. They were preparing for a war, while the refugees in their care were left to go hungry. A reckless, short-sighted plan that risks the welfare of the people they are sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we were to arrive in force with the intent to do so, we would only incite panic, but perhaps they can be persuaded to follow one of their own. Go with Julius back to the station and have him lead the refugees here. Some may be unwilling or unable to leave, but for the time being, I'll take what I can get. Alphino, Alice and the scouts sent to extricate them should already be at the station. I will also have our other comrades in the area lend their support should it be needed. Understood. Now I'm off my leash. Can I please smack him around the head? Right, let's go and check on Alice. Where am I? Oh god, I'm miles away. Tell me. We could quickly do this. Maybe I can go and... Oh, my bird. I love this bird. Maybe I can attune to the Aether right now as well. Guys, I don't know if you have heard about this, but so X, the artist formerly known as Twitter, which is owned by Elon Musk, has taken off its safeguards for its AI called Grok, and our Prime Minister here in the UK is talking about banning it, and the reason why is because people are using this AI, this Grok, to make indecent images of women and children and basically creating pornography, and it's really disturbing, really sick, horrific. Ironically, Elon Musk is wittering on about freedom of speech and how people should have the right to use AI, and if they ban X in this country, then he would have something to say about it. But I mean, how you can justify allowing people to sexualise children on your site is quite beyond me. If you haven't heard about this, then please do go and look it up. So because of this, and because it's likely that X is going to be banned soon anyway, I have made the decision, which I've been toying with for quite a while anyway, to come off of X, and instead I am using a site called Blue Sky, which you might well have heard about, which is very similar to X. And can I just ask you to consider doing the same, because you know, anything that allows child pornography should most definitely be banned, and how it's been allowed to get this far is quite beyond me. My Blue Sky is going to be popped in the Discord and on my links, so please do follow me on there if you're a Blue Sky user. But it's really sad that we've got to think about these kind of things, to be honest. Of course, that. Tech support, could you please find me a raid? No, I don't want to get involved in a raid. You know what happens when I get involved in a raid. I bet this is going to be a cutscene that lasts forever and tech support's cursing me out. Diawara and Euless. We arrived just before you did, and too late. Oh, Graham. Too late for what? What's happened? It's Lord Quintus. He took his own life. After the news about the 10th, he relieved of a self-held duty. Then, when he was alone, he... No, he wouldn't. Wouldn't it? Thancred and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. In due course shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free to choose our own fate. Without him to guide us, I have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken Glass, should they be willing to accept our aid. Some would rather die, but most of us just wants to live. Songs and standards be damned, we just want to live. We'll need to speak to the refugees. They'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It'll be a hard journey for the others, but we'll see they reach our camp safely. Oh. Oh, cool. Do you know what? I really fancy a hot chocolate, guys. I'm freezing. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. So, going to head back to the house. We've had lots of story tonight. Lots go on in. Off we go. Right, let's get in out this inclement weather into the house. Oh, I can't see anything, so there's too many trees and things on my way. Right, in we go. Can someone please take the Christmas tree down there? Oh dear. Right, so yeah, we've had lots of story, lots of guanin tonight. There's a lot going on in the world at the moment, peeps, and it's, you know, we've got stuff going on in Iran, we've got stuff going on in Afghanistan, and stuff going on in America. I think you would have to be hiding under a rock to not hear about the recent ICE shooting of Renee Good. So all I would like to say is, regardless of your politics, regardless of what's going on for you, our American friends, we are worried about you. Okay, and I think you guys really need to look after yourselves. We're kind of wondering what the heck is going on over there at the moment. So please just be careful. Please protect your friends, your family, be safe, because it's a crazy old world out there at the moment. And that applies to everybody, really. Please look after yourselves, guys. So, I will be back on Thursday. Typically we've got an ad break, let me get rid of that. There we go. I will be back on Thursday. We will carry on some more stream. We'll get on with some main story quest, and yeah, just have some more fun, have some chat. Thank you very much for joining me. It is always appreciated. Great stream, Proof for Biff. Thank you very much, and it's really lovely to have you along. Are you going to be around Thursday? It'd be nice to have you along. So please do remember to catch up with me in the Discord and on my socials. Check me out on Blue Sky, and if you haven't already, especially if you're in the UK, maybe think about joining Blue Sky as well, because we might be losing eggs soon. And just guys, just take care. Please take care of yourselves. Remember to ask for help. Remember to look after the people that you can look after. Protect yourself. You can't help anyone if you're not looking after yourself. And there's a lot going on, so you know, sometimes you kind of have to just kind of insulate a little bit from the craziness of the world and just do what you can do for the people around you. So do that. Alright, lovely to have you guys with me. Thank you so much for your company. As always, it is brilliant to have you along. I'm going to raid you over to Vestiges. Vestiges is smashing his way through Final Fantasy for the first time. Really enjoying it. So please do join me for the raid. The raid message is there in the chat. And I will see you guys on Thursday. Have a great day tomorrow. Good night, everybody.